So let's go ahead. Let's just submerge it into this glass of water. You can see it's working right here. Let's go ahead. Let's just drop it right in. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Amazon Halo View fitness tracker. I did receive this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. You can see the retail box and packaging right here. Check it out. Everything looks great. So this tracks your activity, movement, and sleep. It features a touch color display. It's swim proof and it has up to 7 days of battery life, and it works with iOS and Android devices. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the contents. Here are all the contents. First up, you can see we have some encouragement stickers followed by our user guide and manual walking us through everything we need to know about our fitness tracker. And we have more information on the back side. Next up, you can see our charging clip right here, USB Type A. And then it's just going to clip right into our tracker. You can see how that works with our contacts right there for charging. And last but not least, we have the tracker itself. You can see it says C app for setup. We have the medium large size right here. Here it is from the back side too. But this is available in a small medium size as well. Now let's go ahead, let's get it set up with the app. So now we have the tracker plugged in and charging, and we have the Halo app downloaded on our mobile device. This is the screen we're going to be at where we're ready to set up our band. Please make sure to turn Bluetooth on. So we're going to set up our band right here. We're going to select that. Now we need to sign in with our Amazon account credentials. Once you sign in, you'll be at this screen where you're ready to add your name. So let's go ahead, let's choose our account right here. We'll just use that information. We'll enter this 59, we'll do 150, and we can choose our gender. And now you can see if we want to do this, we can verify and protect our data, or we can do that later. And we're going to choose to do that later, but you can do that with a phone or an email. In this case, you can see we have two different options. We're going to be choosing the Halo View. And now we have our instructions to set it up. Select Next. And now you can see it's searching for the device. There we go. It just found it via Bluetooth. So we're going to select it to connect to it. Here we go. The device was successfully paired. Now you can see welcome to Halo membership. We can select continue. Now we have sleep tight with night mode. So check that out. And now we're working on updating the view. And you can see it can take up to 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and let it finish installing its updates. So the update just finished. It was close to 10 minutes. This is the next screen you're at. We can choose to allow notifications or turn it on later. Let's allow them right here. Now you can see we get instructions on how to wear the Halo View. So you can see left or right depending on what wrist you want to put it on. But basically you're going to put it through the hole and then slide in the extra underneath, which is pretty cool. Select continue. And now you can see it's finishing setup and updating our profile, and it just vibrated. Select next, and now you can see we're all set. And we have a nice tutorial video. And there you go. Now you can see what the app looks like. So let's go ahead, let's put it on, let's go get some data and come back and look at the app again. So here you go, you can see I have it on my wrist right here. So this is the medium large size, and I actually regret not getting the small medium size. I have a really small wrist. I can touch all of my fingers through it. So I'm actually at the maximum notch right here. I like to have my trackers a little bit tighter than loose. So in this case, I'd love to have a couple more notches right here to tighten it down. But you can see how it fits. It's going to be fine for me. I would just say err on the side of maybe getting the smaller one, and you should have plenty of room with it, unless you just have really thick wrists. So there you go. You can see what it looks like on me. Now let's go ahead. Let's get some of that data so we can go back into the app. So now we're back in the app. It's been over 24 hours since I've had our fitness tracker on, and you can see some of the data right here. So first up, we're in the feed tab. So check it out. You can see top right hand corner, we have 74% battery remaining. I think when I put it on, it was around 92, 94, somewhere around there, 96%. So roughly 20% a day. So that should be at least 5 days before charging. I think they advertise up to 7. And then you can see we have some quick data right here at our fingertips, and we can select any of those like sleep right here or calories. So we have our steps, Then we can browse depending on the day, week, or the month. So you can see some data right at your fingertips. Then we have some more activity right here with our morning walk and the points that we earned. How sleep works. We have some sleep insights. Here's our activity details again. We reached our milestone. So they have some incentives and a point system and structure for you. We can also try out tone. That's under the live tab down here. So we can learn how you sound to people around you. So that's great if you want to figure out your tone while you're speaking. Here's our sleep score again. More insights. We can learn about our body, how activity works, and get inspired. So you can see a couple different options here, depending on what you're after. Vegan dinners, building strength. And then we have some relax to sleep melodies and stuff if we want. Next up, you can see we have our data tab right here. So check it out. You can see our activity, our sleep, our movement. If we want to set up tone and body, so we can measure and track your visual body fat percentage. There's a lot that we can do with this tracker. So let's go ahead. Let's go down here. You can see we have everything again. So here's our activity this week. Nice breakdown of that activity and how intense it is. Points per day, how it works. So we have a nice breakdown there for you. Let's go back. Now let's look at sleep. Here's our sleep. Again, we can browse by day, week, or month. And then you can see within the app our time of sleep. This was last night. How long it took to fall asleep. Time we were awake. And then you can see our sleep cycle and stages right here. And then they show you how they calculate your sleep score, what makes a good night's sleep, and the map of our sleep. Here's some of the sleep programs. And then you can see our sleep stages as well, which is pretty cool. Our REM sleep, our light, and our deep sleep. So only 12%, I didn't even know this. 12% of my sleep last night was deep sleep. And then here's our sleep quality. So really detailed and thorough, all the data that they throw at you. Then we have movement. If we wanted to set this up, you can see right here, we have a nice little video and we can find our movement score and why that's important. So you can use this not only to track your fitness and your health, but you can actually use the app in supplement with our tracker to really work on your overall fitness, which is pretty cool. Here's tone again. This is again how you can learn how you sound to other people with your tone. We can set that up. And then we have body right here. So we can measure and track our body fat. And they walk you through why your BMI is important. Next up, we have the Discover tab. So we saw some of this earlier on in the feed, but you can browse by topics right here. And they have you covered with some meals for nutrition or some workouts or programs. And then with the live section, this is for tone. We can set that up. And then last but not least, we have our settings right here. We can download our data, back it up to the cloud, delete it. So you can see a lot of options there for our tracker. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's click on this too. Okay, it doesn't show anything, but you can just see right there our settings for the battery, and we have 74% left. Now let's go ahead, let's look at the tracker up close. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the tracker up close. You can see we have a couple of different display options right here. Then we can swipe up to look at the different settings, data, exercise, tools. Then you can see we have settings right here, and then we can go back to our home screen. So first up, let's look at data. You can see we have our activity, our sleep, our heart rate, and our blood oxygen. This is a blood oxygen monitor as well. So you can see all those settings right here. Let's go back. Next, you can see exercise. So we can choose our exercise, run, walk, cycle, or fitness training. And then you can see if we want a high intensity workout, and our weights, as well as yoga, rowing, swimming, other. So we have a lot of options there. Then you can see after exercise, we have our tools. Let's go and let's select that. We have our alarm. So we can choose our alarm and our settings, and it will just vibrate to wake you up. Let's go back. We have a timer as well and a stopwatch. Very helpful. And then you can see we have our settings right here. Sync. We have night mode. We can set up night mode for the display, depending on when we want it. And when we want it to end. And there's the brightness notifications. Rise to wake. Then you can see we have our battery, 73% left. Our watch face, so we have a couple different options right here. Then we have our brightness settings, our raise to wake, if we want to have that, which is nice if you just want it over your wrist to come on. I have that disabled right now. We have our notifications as well. So if we want to have a notification to move, we can set that right there. Our vibrate settings, and we can set a pin, and then we can also view our device information or restart it as needed. And then you can see we're back to our main screen with the time. Now let's go ahead, let's try out a couple of the features. So first up, you can see we got our heart rate monitor right here, 118 beats per minute, and then we can swipe over. 68 beats per minute is our resting heart rate. And then we have 162 beats per minute for our maximum heart rate today. Next up, you can see we're activating our blood oxygen monitor right here. You have to keep really still. And it takes probably 30 seconds or so, give or take, as it makes its way all the way around. 3/4 of the way there. But you can get a feel for this real time. Really nice that that's built in to our fitness tracker. So there we go. You can see 96% for our blood oxygen level right now. Lastly, I want to point out this is also water resistant. So I've already worn it in the shower with no issues. You can wear this swimming as well. So let's go ahead. Let's just submerge it into this glass of water. You can see it's working right here. Let's go ahead. Let's just drop it right in. It's underwater. We'll keep it there for another second for good measure. Fully submerged. We'll take it back out. And you can see the screen is still working. You're not going to have any issues along those lines if you want to keep this on all day. In the shower, you don't have to take it off, or if you're hopping in the pool as well, because obviously you can use this to track your activity in the pool. So let me share with you my final thoughts in regards to the Halo View. Overall, I'm pleased with the value of this device, and my favorite features are definitely what it's able to track. So our heart rate and the fact we have blood oxygen, and obviously our step counter. But with that being said, I do feel like battery life could be improved with this in the future. That would be a big boost if they could improve the battery life. And I really wish they improved the mobile app experience. That's probably my biggest turnoff to this tracker. I just feel like it's cluttered with a bunch of irrelevant information that I don't want. I just want my data, and that's it. Maybe just one dedicated tab where you could find the point system and all those other things, but not so interwoven to everything else. So I feel like it's just cluttered and it needs to be redone. Lastly, I'm not sure how accurate the step tracking and counting is. It seems a little bit high from my use, but I think with most of these devices, it's good enough to just give you a general indicator of your activity. It's never going to be perfect, but I think they could maybe improve the accuracy with that as well. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily, and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.